Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of comparing and ordering numbers. This is standard 3.2D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 32 off the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have 4 separate comparisons, and 2 with greater than, 2 with less than, and we need to find the one that is not true. Now, as tempting as it might be to just kind of eyeball it and look at the numbers side to side, I always recommend lining them up. So let's start with F. You'll see what I'm talking about here. I'm not going to put in the comma. Sometimes our commas get so big, they look like a 1, and then kind of mess us up. So 2, 9, 8, 4. So we have to make sure we line everything up correctly, and we are going to see which number is greater. And take a look at this right here. It is very obvious which number is greater. We always start with the largest place value, and in this case, the largest place value is the 10,000s, and I could just put a 0 there if I needed to, because that top number, 17,090, has a 1 in the 10,000s place. So this is the larger number, which means this is greater than, which means we need to write it like this: greater than 2,984. And so that is exactly what we have here on F. That is true, which means we don't want it. That's the confusing part. Remember, we're looking for the one that is not true. So let's do the same thing with G. We've got 34,162. And look at this other one. It is not even to the same place value. 86. So once again, we're not going to put commas. We're going to make sure everything is lined up. This top number is 30,000. The bottom number doesn't have any digit in the 10,000s place. So let me just go ahead and put a 0 there, because you can always put zeros ahead of numbers. It looks strange. We normally don't write it like that, but we can see which one is larger. Well, obviously, this 3 in the 10,000s place is going to be larger than the 0 in the 10,000s place. So we would write it like this. We would say greater than, because remember, the opening always goes towards the bigger number, 3,986. But I think we might have found our answer. G says that 34,162 is less than, but it's greater than because it has a 3 in the 10,000s, and the 3,986 has a 0 in the 10,000s. It's got nothing there. So you're always looking at the largest spot first. So I'm pretty sure G is my answer. But just to be sure, let's double check with H. So I'm going to do H right down here. 16,538. At least this next one has got digits all to the same place value. So that's going to be a little bit more interesting. So 15,981. So we always start with the largest place value first. In this case, we have both numbers going to the 10,000s. And take a look at, they both have a 1, which means they're equal, which means we go to the next place value. So look at the thousands place. And in this case, you see my 6 is going to be larger than my 5. Now, it doesn't matter that the next number is 9 down here or 5. We're not looking at any of this. Once we find that first place value in which the numbers are different, that tells us the entire story. So 16,538 is greater than 15,981, which that is what it has, which means we do not need this answer. So let's just double check J real quick. 2,438. They both only go to the thousands place, so that's nice. So that's funny. Look at that. They both have 438, 438. The only difference here is my thousands place. And so everything else is actually equal, so that is very interesting. And my 2 is going to be less than. So I'm actually going to use this symbol. It's less than. I always remember because it can be turned into an L. 3,438, which means that's correct. I don't want it. My answer is G.